So you're sitting at home right now wondering exactly how you're going to get the materials free and delivered to build a cardboard castle of your own for the Cardboard Castle contest. Well, I'm Robert Thompson. This is Welcome to Molalla, and I'm going to interview Ken Fetters, who's going to tell you how to do that. Now, Ken Fetters is the owner, along with his wife Becky, of the main shop in downtown Molalla, and he's also the chair of the Molalla Cultural and Art Committee. So stay tuned, find out about those two things and how to get a cardboard castle, and enjoy. Okay, and then so now those other videos too, I assume, because you just said it's on Dave Jackson's, so they can also, anybody can see the interview with Dr. Salathi or the Colton Winery one, which is a pretty amusing video. It's actually almost like a skit. But so go to Dave Jackson's site. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, Dave Jackson Photography or something. But you can Google it, you'll find it. Yeah. And watch those videos because they are pretty good. And I think there's more in the works there too. Yeah. So I'm actually supposed to do one. I'm trying to figure out what it is still. But
there's going to be a couple series that will be ongoing. Colton Wine will have an ongoing series,
like a wine tasting thing.
Yeah. They'll be introducing different wines, and then Bob O'Black will be doing probably a 3-part series on local geology, which is really interesting because it has almost everything to do with the corridor. So the rock formations you see, the way the river runs in the corridor, those kinds of things, that'll all be, explained. Yeah. It should be really interesting.
Yeah, that is pretty neat. Yeah, and I think Colton Winery, they're doing more, if I'm remembering this correctly, but they're doing more than just their wines too in that, aren't they?
Yeah, they're talking about some other wines. Yeah. On the very first one, they talk about 3 wines, one of theirs and 2 other ones.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the first one there was. That's right.
Yeah, okay. And then the next series, or the next installment in the series, I'm not quite sure exactly how that's all going to lay out, but yeah, they'll be introducing. I know that they're going to be doing some wine science. Then they're going to be also introducing some of their new wines that are coming out. So that will be interesting also.
So we're going to have Bob O'Black doing geology. We're going to have the winery doing chemistry. So maybe I'll do like a physics series of some kind.
Yeah. We want everybody to be able to build their own small nuclear power plant.
Awesome. I'll
get on that.
Yeah, I'll do that because I've been working a lot with fission and fusion lately. So just some experiments.
Fission and fusion.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever kind you need, whatever F word you need. All right. Let's see. What else did I have in there? So just out of curiosity, since things have been different for the last couple of weeks for everybody, and I mean, obviously you've talked about how you've adapted some of that with your business as far as delivering and getting involved with some projects like I always want to say sand castles, the cardboard castles, that kind of thing. What do you find yourself doing personally at home or whatever because of all this? Are you doing new things that you wouldn't normally have done, or?
I'm catching up. I think like a lot of people, I'm catching up on those little things that you set aside and you say, oh, well, when the summer comes around or when that slows down, I'll start doing something else. But so I've been doing that. I've been putting together helping one of the new businesses in town with some things. Dean Blades, who actually is one of the owners of Colton Winery, is opening a print shop in town.
Really, it's kind of open already, right?
Yeah. Monday the 6th, it'll be officially open, but you can go there and visit.
Yeah, that's 104 Ingalls, if I recall correctly. It's just off of Main and Ingalls.
114, I believe.
114. I think you're right. Yeah, 114. 114 Ingle off of Main there.
The Wires building.
Yeah.
So it's kind of right in that little alleyway behind the White Horse. It's the best way to kind of explain to people, I guess. And he's got a super wide variety of really cool stuff there.
Yeah, no, he does. I mean, I've ordered stuff from him before he had a storefront, and I've ordered stuff from him. Well, actually, he laminated a couple of small things for me today, but that's not really all that impressive. Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff for me. He made a banner for me one time. He made a banner for you too. He's made a couple banners, a few banners for you.
Yeah.
He made me a table throw one time, like for a banquet table, like you know, I could put my logo and things on there. And then lots of printing projects. I've got a few things. He's made me business cards, that kind of stuff. So yeah, he's all over the place as far as that goes.
Yeah. In fact, if you drive by on Main Street, drive by the front of the main shop, and there's a couple signs. There's our, you know, closed temporary sign with information on it. And then there's also another sign there, kind of hopefully a little inspirational sign, something a little happy, that are in our windows now. And Dean did all those for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so helping him get things started over there. I've been trying to do a couple little my own art projects. I do some metal, and some welding kind of art stuff. So I've been messing around with some new ideas of some things I hadn't done before, using some new tools that I hadn't used before. So kind of trying to learn a few new things like that. You know, you get a chance to sit down in front of YouTube or mess around in the shop with extra time and do something, and you're not afraid to mess it up and go back and do it again because you're not in a hurry or anything like that.
Right. And can I just point out to anybody and everybody listening that Ken owns a forge, which is pretty cool. I mean, you put like a railroad spike in there and bend it around, which is one of your things you have in the shop, right? I mean, it's I mean, his shop's pretty nice. I mean, I've got my little set of tools, and I thought I was pretty cool until I went to Ken's shop and saw, for one thing, his forge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to get a forge now, but
I keep encouraging people to come over and mess around with it. So, you know, anytime you want, just let me know, and you come over and bang on metal.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What else? I think, let's see. I don't know if I had any other notes or things. Did you have anything else that's been on your mind lately, or?
I like to talk about the arts committee a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So a few months ago, city council, how do you say that? Started?
Ratified. Oh, yes.
Ratified. Anyway.
Yeah.
We have a new culture and arts committee in Molalla, and there's 5 of us on the board of the culture and arts committee. And then there's got to be another 10 or 12 people who are involved in the culture and arts committee in different ways. And that includes people from the Historical Society to people involved with the Buckaroo, people involved with the corridor, all those things that involve the local culture, the local heritage, and then local arts in Molalla. And so we're trying to kind of develop or at least develop the resources that we have in our area, I should say, to, you know, increase our local participation, to increase some tourism, which also increase business, and, you know, maybe some new restaurants and some new businesses coming into town, and or even better yet, the ones that are there now, you know, we'll get new tourists and new people will discover Molalla, discover our area, discover some of the local farms and the nurseries that we have around the area. There's a lot of U-Pick stuff around the area. So that's going on. One of the projects that we're working on, there's multiple projects. One project is called Rodeo Days, which is going to happen in conjunction with the Buckaroo and the 4th of July parade. And that'll be little events going on in downtown Molalla during the same time as the Buckaroo.
Right. So the first, second, third, and fourth.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
First, second, third, and fourth. So some people remember before the Buckaroo moved out to Shirley Street, it was right in downtown, and there was stuff going on in downtown Molalla during the whole Buckaroo. There was always something happening in town, and town was the Buckaroo, and the Buckaroo was downtown. So we're trying to bring that feel back. The Buckaroo's participating with us. The South Clackamas Transit District is going to help us with buses to bring people back and forth to the Buckaroo grounds, that kind of stuff. So we're working on that, working on some stuff with the Historical Society. There's a few other events. Just trying to we're just getting started. We're just kind of working on some of these kinds of things right now. We're also going to help out with the Celebrate Molalla, which happens in September this year. I think it's the second weekend in September. And so that also has art and music and things like that going on. So we'll be involved with that also. So we're looking for volunteers if anybody's interested. Yeah.
Well, and I'm trying to look up if I see the date on here, if I have it on my calendar or not yet for welcome. It's on a Saturday, right?
Yeah. Saturday.
I guess I didn't put it on my calendar.
I want to say it's the 11th or the 14th.
There's the 12th is a Saturday. Maybe it's the 12th, but anyway.
Then it must be the 12th. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the rodeo days, you know, trying to get businesses involved to do things I mean, individuals can do it too, of course, but the focus, I think, has been so far in businesses trying to get them to contribute time and events, just coming up with anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You could have a Frisbee accuracy throwing contest. It doesn't have to be anything expensive or anything. It's just something fun to do downtown. There'll be some food and things all going on. I know that there's been talk from the Humble Pig. I know it talked about doing some things, and so.
Yeah, we'd like to have some musicians. We got some music. We have a commitment we have several commitments. We're working on a car show, and hopefully it'll be a fun car show. There'll be the fancy cars that you can't touch, but then there's going to be a whole car show on really cool old trucks, and you can take pictures on them. You can touch them. You can feel them. You can, experience what it must have been like to drive an old fire engine or something like that.
Right. So that'd be good for people like me.
Who never got a chance to drive a fire engine. Right.
I mean, no kids are allowed on that, I'm assuming. It's just us adults, right?
It's just adults on the We'll dress you up in a fireman's outfit with a helmet.
That is awesome.
Yeah. We even have a petting zoo's committed. Colton High School's petting zoo is committed. To come
that'll
out.
Be cool. That'll be really neat.
There's one street in town that wants to shut their street down and do like a kids street fair in conjunction with the kids parade. Just try to, if you're a business, if you're an individual, if you're a group, we can pair you up with a business that might have a parking lot that you could do something in. That'd be great too.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, anybody who wants to be involved with that can be involved somehow or another.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of things to do to contribute to.
Yep.
So anything else on your mind? Anything else going on that you can think of that you're involved with? I mean, I know there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't know. I just trying to kind of keep people as regular in their routines as possible. I know today's Friday, and Friday in our store, we have a group of people that show up on Fridays for coffee, to buy their coffee. And I'm out delivering their coffee for them today. I've already done one of those deliveries, and I'm going to do 2 more after we're done with this interview.
Right.
So, so trying to keep a little bit of normalcy.
As much as possible. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the nice thing about doing stuff like this, being able to use the video. I mean, if this would have happened, all this stuff would have gone down 30 years ago. It would have been a different story, because being in isolation would have been a lot more isolationist. I mean, nowadays, at least we can communicate a lot more easily and keep things going and, keep businesses working to the best of our abilities and that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, you'd had to have that VCR on your shoulder.
Right. I got it. And then you have to go rent a VCR to play it with. Right. That's only funny to people under or over a certain age, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Well, if you don't have anything else, I'll let you get going with your day.
Awesome.
Finish up with your
deliveries.
Yes.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming by.
All right. Thanks for the opportunity.
Of course. So this is Welcome to Molalla. This is Robert Thompson signing off. Thanks. Bye.